Hey, good morning, everybody. Just Average Schmo back once again. I'm going to do a quick video before I get started on my festivities for the day, which mainly consists of cleaning up the house a little bit, cleaning up the pond garden, and hopefully maybe later tonight I'm going to set up and play some old PlayStation 1 classic games out on the outdoor screen in the back deck. But figured I'd take time to do this right now. So we are going to check out my library. So let's go. But before we dive into that is, I thought this was a good starting point here. That is the door to the collectibles room, which you've all seen plenty of times in my videos. I got a couple of other sports things up here on either side of the library door. I have a Bill Bates signed Dallas Cowboys jersey. And then over here, we have a Jose Canseco side athletics jersey. And then I've got a couple of his cards down in there too. Of course, there's the Diamond Legends. That's who did the signing with Jose Canseco. So this is the door to the library. So here we go. Do a kind of a broad swirl around first, and then we'll just dive in. So over here, don't mind those boxes. Those two boxes have got like packing materials and packing peanuts and stuff in them. That is just a box with a bunch of other boxes, because you know, with the old treasure isle and selling on the multiple platforms I do, I always have to have a steady supply of boxes so I can ship stuff out. So if you want to help me use up some of those boxes, by all means, go on to my Mercari, Poshmark, whatnot, eBay. You find all the links down below. And find something you just absolutely, positively have to have. If you buy it today is Saturday, you buy it today, and it'll ship out Monday. So this room was in really bad shape. The walls were bare. You can see there's some spots where like they had real bad cracks. I patched most of them. You know, it's an older house. 1920 is when it was built. Settles over time, and these old plaster walls and stuff, you know, they're going to crack and break. So I patched them up, repainted, did the ceiling, added the light fixture. And then these were closets. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to put shelves in them. And I put windows in it. So in here I have all my old gaming magazines. There's some of my some different forensic books, DNA. These are all the textbooks I had from when I went to college for criminal justice. Yes, and I went to an online 4-year degree program. So all your books were actually included with the tuition, so you didn't have to like sell them back or turn them in or anything like that. We got this old house magazine. So that's where I keep all my magazines and stuff, back issues. Here we have a globe. Not actually a globe though. It does open up, and you can put like. Eventually, I want to get some Maker's Mark bourbon and just put it up in here. So if I come up to read or listen to some music or something, I can just pour me a glass of bourbon. Here's some more collectibles. That is, I don't actually remember what that's from. There you can see the name of the artist, but it's a lithograph, you know, numbered. Here's one for Carrie. It's also signed. Some old pictures. A funky lamp that I found at a garage sale. It's pretty nice. This down here is an old phonograph record player. It does need some TLC. I think it needs a new belt or something. But that belonged to my grandparents. So I told my mom, you know, I would take it because it'd just make a, even though it don't work, I can't use it. It makes a nice addition in here. It's an antique. Some records down there. Some more lithographs. These are all three part of a set that they're not, the artist that did these isn't the author, but these were done in conjunction with God, I can't remember his name. An author that he wrote three different books, and that were part of a series, and each one of these lithographs goes with one of those books. That from some Cemetery Dance publications, so make sure you can check them out. All right, let's go back over this way, and then we'll come back over that way. And we got some of my old childhood books, the Star Wars storybook, some Disney. Some of those books can be have some good value. There's a leather base, print autographed by the artist. More magazines, golf magazines. I don't actually play golf. I've always wanted to take up golf because I mean it's one of the few sports where you can actually be really bad at it, but as long as you're just good enough to make the cut, you can make a sizable paycheck. How great would that be? But I never have time, so here we go into books, obviously. Well, over here, obviously you've seen all those books. A lot of those are like, I mean, there's some sci-fi in there, and like fantasy ones. But then you get like in legal dramas, you know, action adventure, political thrillers, stuff like that. Like there's, you know, Michael Crichton down there, Tom Clancy. And over here is more like sci-fi. And then just some other Dean Koontz. A couple of signed books. I think these are signed. Oh no, these are the slipcase ones. Although that actually still might be signed on the inside, or it might not be. I don't remember for sure. Oh yeah, it's signed. So, and they're, you know, in nice. I got that again from Cemetery Dance publications. I got two of them in like a mystery box. Still down there. Of course, we got a chess set. Again, I don't really play chess, but I liked how it looked. I thought, you know, it makes a good addition to the library. I mean, I played chess, but it's been like 30 years. Up here, someone might be interested in this. This is a script for the show Empire, and it is signed by Danny Strong. It is autographed, COA.com, authenticated. I haven't gotten around to it, but I'm probably going to list that probably on eBay. I've never watched that show. I heard it's a really good show, but I've never watched it. Here we have the full script for Subspecies. Obviously signed, which is cool. Here we have a Doors like box set. Doors is one of my favorite classic rock bands. Jim Morrison was an absolute genius. Here we have first editions. Most of them are, I think all of them are just like non-fiction. But we have got some of the big ones here. We got Lady Blue Eyes by Barbara Sinatra. Let's see. We got My Song, Harry Belafonte, Shaq Uncut, Shaquille O'Neal. You're Not Alone, Michael Through a Brother's Eyes by Jermaine Jackson. And I think one of the ones I'm most, is it this one? Yeah. We have got And Furthermore by Dame Judi Dench. Very prolific actress. Of course, most people know her from the Bond films. But here is the thing. See, here we have a certificate in there. And then if you open it up, there we go. Autographed by Judi Dench and limited to 800 first edition copies. So, have I read any of these? No, haven't had time. But there we go. There's more books. A lot of those books, again, came from Cemetery Dance Publications. Most of those I don't think are signed or anything. They're just hardcover books. There's vinyl records. Let me show you some of these. Got Casey Kearney. She's a beauty, isn't she? Very talented singer. I have listened to this album. It's good. If you like country music, I would recommend you check her out. What is this? Here we go. Empire Strikes Back, old 45. What is that? Star Wars theme, Cantina Band. Those might actually have some value to them, but I won't get rid of them because it's, Star Wars. Got some old Chipmunks. And then we've got Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Jefferson Starship. We have got Baby Metal, the other one, their newest album. Looking forward in November, me and my daughter are going to see Baby Metal. Stained, it's been a while. Best of the Beach Boys. Soundtrack to The Invisible Man. Motorhead. Hybrid Theory. Linkin Park. Of course, Linkin Park. So that Hybrid Theory was their first EP. And this is the actual Hybrid Theory album. We got Reanimation on vinyl. We got another absolute beauty right here. Nikki Stringfield from the Iron Maidens. Whew, man, she is fine, isn't she? Got Warbringer. Of course, Miss May I. Miss May I again. Judas Priest. Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. Some other soundtracks. There's like Best of Disney. Peach Dragon. I got a Beatles. Dio. The Who. Doors, RSB Wagon. So, yeah, you get the idea. A lot of classic rock in there. And I've got... Get these back in here. Bear with me for a second. They're not as easy to put back up here one-handed as they are pulling them off of there. And they don't. There we go. Here, you're getting another look at them as I put them back up there. Yeah, a couple of these albums, like the Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Jefferson Starship, I got in a vinyl mystery boxes that I bought, which you will see. Oh, I gotta put the beautiful Casey back over there. All these boxes down here are vinyl records that I need to go through, listen, and make sure they play good, and then I'm gonna be listing them. All right, over here, back to the books. There are all kinds of books. Some of these are signed, like Rob Halford, Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira, Jamie Foxx, Peter Frampton, Dave Mustaine, Ray Manzarek, Poet in Exile. I'm pretty sure that's a signed copy. Maybe it's not. Okay, no, it's not. But the Robbie Krieger might be, or it might not be. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is signed. Yeah. The Robbie Krieger is signed, or certificate. So that's kind of cool. That's like a big hat. I'm pretty sure the John Densmore is signed too. Yeah. So that's really cool. Obviously, anybody that knows that, those three are three of the original members of the Doors. I was lucky enough to have seen Ray and Robbie, and when they were as part of the 21st Century Doors. They had the drummer from Cheap Trick, because at the time John Densmore is starting to have issues with his ears, and it set off, it interfered with his like rhythm and stuff in order, playing drums. So he'd still perform with them on occasion, but he wouldn't tour. So they got the drummer from Cheap Trick, and then they had Ian Astbury, the singer for the Cult, obviously filling in for Jim Morrison. And I know people, right, throwing a fit about that, like they do, like they are with Linkin Park right now. But I'm glad that, because Ian Astbury was the spitting image of Jim Morrison. He sounded just like him, and it wasn't like he was trying to sound like Jim Morrison. He just naturally sounded like Jim Morrison. So I was, that was great to go see them at the Strange Days Festival. These are all like non-fiction books. So, quite a few here. Then over here we have another little closet. Again, I put a thing in. I'm not going to try to go through and find the key to open this up, because it might take me a little while. But there are two shelves, one at the bottom, one at the top you can't see, but then you can see all those. And most of those are signed copies, again, from Cemetery Dance Publications. So. And then here, well, back there we have a Bolivia thing that my brother picked me up when he was in Bolivia. Here we have, this is a series called The 100 Greatest Books Ever Written. I was getting them through Easton Press, and then they just stopped coming. I don't know whether maybe, because I don't even think they do this series anymore. But at the time, you had where you could go through the full list of 100, and if there was ones that you weren't interested in, you could basically just mark them off, and then they wouldn't send you those. So it's possible that I marked some of them off, and that's why they didn't ship them to me. But yeah, these are like, The Three Musketeers, Gulliver Travels, Huckleberry Finn, Treasure Island, War and Peace, Tale of Two Cities, Grimm's Fairy Tales, Jungle Books, Farewell to Arms, Red Bandit Courage. A lot of these actually, movies have been made of, but a lot of times movies just don't compare to, the books, right? Yeah, so that's all right. Here's a old rocking chair that I had when I was little. My daughter actually remembers sitting on that when she was little. So, and then over here we've got the Harry Potter. We've got some old, like real old books, Reader's Digest condensed books. Cobweb in here. Go figure. Cobweb in a library. More horror and suspense and stuff. Clive Barker, Stephen King, Neil Gaiman. Yeah, I got some really good authors in here. Yeah, and here we got some CDs of like classical music and stuff. I do appreciate classical music. If it wasn't for classical music, I don't think music would be what it is. Down here we have the full series of the Wizard of Oz. I myself did not know until I bought this set of books that the Wizard of Oz movie was literally just based on the first Wizard of Oz book. That you have all these other things and a number of other different characters that we weren't introduced to. And then of course got more magazines down there. We've got my phonograph. So, yeah. So there you go. That is the library at the Jrymman homestead. It does get use. Not quite as much as I would like. But, you know, that's what retirement's for, right? As long as I have my eyeballs. And I can get up and down the steps. But even if I can't get up in the steps, that's what you have family for. You know, daughter, grandkids. They can come over and pull down a few books for me. But my plan is for me to keep active, stay in shape, and, you know, live to a ripe old age with my mobility intact. I mean, that's not a guarantee, but hey, you got to do what you do to try to make things like that happen, you know, to try to stay as healthy as possible. So stay active, people. Get up, move around. Whether it's like really exerting energy, playing sports, or really working out, or whether it's just getting up, moving around the house, doing housework, you know, put in a garden, whatever. Get up, stay active, and exercise your mind. Find a hobby, something that taxes you. Do crossword puzzles. I used to do crossword puzzles all the time. I still have some crossword puzzle books. I remember a lady that I was very seriously involved with. I think she was truly my, you know, at the very least, I really want to think she was my soulmate, because the relationship I had with her and the love that we had, I haven't really seen much comparison. Now, it's not to say that maybe it wasn't, and, you know, the right lady is still out there for me. Time will tell, I guess. Although it probably would help if I was actively looking, and I'm not really actively looking. I've been single so long now that I'm kind of okay with it. But her name was Cherie. Unfortunately, lost her life at age of 43 due to cancer. Most heartfelt and tragic thing that I've had to deal with in my life. I don't wish that on anybody. Very painful. Still is when I think about it. But we used to sit and do like the New York Times or Wall Street Journal crossword puzzles when we get home from work. So, you know, you got to exercise your mind as well as your body. All right. Well, that's it. Hey, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Check out all the information down below about my business and the platforms I sell on. And as always, look out for yourself. Everyone around you, so we have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Hope you like the library. Hey, if you got an extra room, why not put in a library? All right. See ya.